I went to Burger King for lunch today, and they had like a steakhouse Whopper out right now, and so like, yeah, I'll try that. And I like asked the guy to make it a double Whopper, but he just added a double Whopper to my meal.
Dang.
So
you had a steakhouse burger and a double Whopper.
Yep. I like wasn't looking at the screen because I just
is it
never
called
knew,
like a steakhouse Whopper?
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, can I make that a double Whopper? And then he was like, sure. And then like he's like, oh, then what do you want for your? Do you want to make it a meal? And then I got.
Dang, that's how they get you.
Yeah. And I was like, and then I'm just don't want confrontation, so I was like,
oh yeah, same. Like yeah, no, whatever you want me to order.
Yeah,
that's what
like when I got to the window, they were like,
want.
yeah, it's $24. I was like,
yep,
what? And then I got my bag, and it was 2 burgers in there.
You were in your bag.
Yep.
Whopper,
Long
Whopper,
story short,
Whopper,
I just ate
Whopper.
that in between episodes.
Nice. Nice.
Yep. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really have a real intro for the show.
Yeah. No Tanner this week. Unfortunately.
This week. Which really is as much our fault. We, once again, we're just a broken record at this point. We just haven't figured out what works yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
We haven't even mentioned
Tanner.
It. Honestly.
No, I didn't text him. I was going to text him, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure I already know that he can't tonight. Like, we haven't figured out when he can. So,
yeah.
Shout out to Tanner, but no Tanner this week. It's March.
It's March.
And the madness is coming.
Basketball, give me
the ball, because I'm gonna dunk it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't have much else to talk about. The Steelers still don't have a quarterback.
Did you see what Cam Hayward said?
He's fine with Mason Rudolph?
No, I liked what he said. He was like,
oh, you either want to be a Steeler or you don't.
Yeah, he asked him about the waiting game with Rodgers, and he was like, I'm not doing the darkness retreat. Like, you want to be a Steeler or you don't. I love that. Remind me of a quote from Kobe from years ago where they asked him about recruiting other players. And he's like, if I had to convince you to be a Laker, you're not the guy. Like, you're not for the Lakers. You should want those lights and that pressure. I shouldn't have to convince you to be a Laker. So
it also reminds me of the defense plays football. Like, it's just what you do.
The defense.
You want to be a Laker, you don't.
That's essentially what he's saying.
You don't. Yeah.
Like, we play football. Do you want to play football with us or with someone else?
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Fair enough.
Jamar Chase and T. Higgins got paid.
They did. A lot of money.
I believe it's 4 years, $115 for Higgins, 4 years, $160 for Chase. And so essentially the Bengals are doing a hunger strike, but with defense.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm going to refuse to play defense.
Yeah.
And we're going to see how it works for him because it didn't work out well for him last year. They're probably going to lose Trey Hendrickson. Even if they don't, that's going to be it because they already don't have any money. Yeah. So if they find money for Hendrickson, now they really don't.
Yeah.
And they lost, obviously, Sam Hubbard to retirement.
Yeah.
That defense is going to be a problem for them,
shambles,
not for other teams.
Yeah. Brandon Graham retired.
Brandon Graham retired. Great
his
career.
cleats and his jersey on the Rocky statue. Pretty cool.
Nice. 2-time champ, 15-year career. Great career.
Yeah.
From Brandon Graham. Trying to think, are there any other NFL headlines that we missed? Obviously, I mean, we talked about Rodgers just a second ago, but we didn't really mention that he's waiting on what the Vikings want to do, which is so funny.
Yeah, which is so funny.
Is following
so funny.
Packers QB prophecy. You go to the Jets and then go to the Vikings. So Jordan Love.
Jordan Love, get ready to learn Jets, buddy.
Yeah, and get ready to learn Minnesota.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you might want to start looking at property in Minnesota, in New York. Get ahead of it because it's only going to get more expensive. Just buy it now.
Yeah, so if you buy it now, Let it sit. Get someone
15
else
years
to
from
live
now.
in it for a while. Rent it
Yeah.
out.
When you're a Viking in 15 years,
Yeah, be like, hey,
you already have a house there. Perfect.
yeah, you can go live in my Green Bay house.
Yeah. They should
Yeah.
just have the Vikings should just have a former Jet and Packers QB house
Yeah.
that's just occupied. It's like a dorm basically. That's just like, oh,
Yeah.
this is where the former Packer and Jet QB lives
Yeah.
at any given
Yeah.
time. Oh man, what a crazy storyline that would be. What else happened? Not huge news, but it is news for my team. Matt Milano restructured contract, shortening it to this being a contract year, which is interesting.
Okay.
And he took a $3.8 million cut, I think. So hopefully
Okay.
we see a fully healthy Milano this year, and he goes out and earns a bag. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Still no contract for James Cook or Christian Benford, which is surprising. Not so much for Cook, but for Benford. I figured one of them would get paid. Neither of them have.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Are they
But
free agents, right?
no, they're under contract. But I'd be very surprised if Cook plays under his current contract. Benford maybe,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
he's also like it's time to pay him. So
Yeah.
we'll see. He's one of those guys where when he does get paid, whether it's by the Bills or someone else, people are gonna be like, "What? His agent fleeced them," but he's really good.
Yeah. We should
but it
probably
is-
do another draft next week. Mock draft next week.
Okay, I was also gonna say I will do my USFL preview, my UFL preview
Next week.
next week. Yes,
Great.
I'm gonna bring a handful of players from each team that I think are either recognizable or fun,
Great.
so that people listening can be like, I want to root for that team. They have Max Duggan on them.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Battlehawks.
Love that.
So
Love that.
stuff like that. Do that next week because they kick off in 10 days.
Yeah.
Actually, as you're listening to this, they kick off in. Oh, this is quick maths here.
8 days.
8 days. 10 minus 2. Brutal. I couldn't think of when this is coming out for some reason. But yeah, ultimately, love football and it is king, but it is March and madness is ensuing. As you're watching this, madness starts today, right?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Well, there was technically the first 4 games were last night, but
And then we really get rolling.
Yeah, it doesn't start till Thursday.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, actually, if you care about March Madness, you're not listening to this. You're watching the games.
No, you can listen to it in the morning.
Yeah, that's true. I still listen to shows that talk about it. But we're gonna fill out a bracket, so we're gonna see how we do. And I think we're pretty much gonna jump right into that. If you're ready to roll, Caleb.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I think we. Oh, I don't like this.
Why? Why?
It's just so far back.
Oh.
It's like so small. Can we zoom?
Oh, I mean, is it hard for you to see?
Yeah, no, I mean not really. I can figure it out, but is this
Oh,
one to
that's
fill
weird.
out?
Yeah.
Hit-
so if
hit
I go
create-
to Riverside, it doesn't show who Auburn plays. If I go to my actual desktop, like ESPN, it shows who they play.
Can you click create a bracket?
That's what I'm on. That's how I got here.
Because this isn't showing me that us being able to make picks.
It is on my end. That's
Interesting.
super weird. What happens if I click on, let's say, Louisville? Now what?
Nothing.
Oh, that's cool. So shout out to ESPN for being super easy to use.
Is there another place we can make a bracket?
Wait, this doesn't make any sense at all, bro. On Riverside, it's just not even. Oh, that's very funny.
What'd you do?
Nothing, man. Nothing at all.
Did you share the wrong? You shared the wrong screen?
Here I am. See my mouse moving finally?
Yep.
Yeah. Share the wrong tab. So when I hit create a bracket, it opened it in a new tab, and then when I hit share, I shared a different tab.
Yep.
So, okay, I'm gonna go. I've got this pulled up now, and I have to hit create again, which makes no sense. Cancel that and share this tab instead. Never use that feature.
There we go.
Here we go. Now we're
There we
talking.
go.
We've cracked the code. Okay. Auburn is obviously going to lose to Sifpa for sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, Auburn's going to win that. We can cruise right through that. Easy.
Louisville versus Creighton. See, I think the 9-8s are always tough. And you know, I feel like these are both known like basketball schools. Like they have always been good in the tournament, have always like they've been known for their basketball school. Both of them. So it's tough to choose between these two, honestly. I think I've made 2 brackets, and each of them I've picked the other. Like I've picked both teams.
Yeah. I will get in front of something here too. This is strongly going to be based on vibes for most of these.
Yeah. Oh, this is vibes.
And I think that's the only true way to make a bracket. If you're trying to pretend that you know what's going to happen, you don't. You have to go on the vibes and see what happens. We're not college basketball experts, but we enjoy it. I think most listeners would probably say the same about themselves. And with that said, I like Louisville.
I like Louisville too. That's what I was about to say.
Louisville Ton.
Yep.
Okay. Michigan and UC San Diego.
I don't know much about either of these teams, honestly.
I know Michigan has that guy from FAU.
Yeah, and they're 5.
Guy.
So
yeah,
but I love a 12-5 upset, but I don't love this 12-5 upset.
Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong. I would love this 12-5 upset.
Yes,
I would love to see it.
for sure. But
I would love to see it, but I don't know that I love the idea of predicting that it will happen.
Yeah.
I have an upset for you here. I think Yale upsets A&M. Really? I don't know why. It's fully vibes.
Let's take it.
The vibes are telling me we're getting a Yale, like, somewhat Cinderella run.
Let's get it. I like it.
Let's go. All right, Ole Miss and is that San Diego State or UNC? One of them.
Yeah. I like it if UNC wins, them beating Ole Miss.
Yeah, because
they shouldn't even be in the tournament. They shouldn't
be there.
Be
in the tournament at all. They should
not be there. West Virginia should be there.
The Mountain Mamas should be in.
Yep. Did you see the press conference?
Governor?
Yeah. National Corrupt Athletic Association.
Yeah, so funny.
It was awesome.
I'm kind of with you here. I think UNC does win their game and does beat Ole Miss only because
they're gonna come in warmed up. They're gonna
and they have no business being there, so they're gonna be no one believes in us, and they're gonna ride that for maybe a couple games.
Yeah, and Ole Miss more like Ole Piss. Am I right?
Yeah, or I mean, Ole missing their shots.
Yeah, Mississippi.
Oh,
Mississippi. Mississippi hits what 75% of the time. When someone's about to shoot and you yell Mississippi, like they're gonna hit. In fact, they're gonna miss 75% of the time.
When I'm at a live sporting event and someone's returning a punt or kick, it has hit 100% of the times that I've yelled Mississippi right before they catch it.
There you go.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
it's happened twice, and I'm scared to do it again because it's 100%.
Yeah, you can't do it again. But
I might never do it again.
If it's 100% hit rate,
then it's pretty much a guarantee.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
something to think about. Next, we have Iowa State versus Lipscomb. Lipscomb, more like the team that's playing Iowa State. Am I right? This will be Iowa State.
Yeah.
Next, we have number 7 Marquette versus number 10 New Mexico. What are you thinking here? Because I know where I'm going.
I like New Mexico. I like the Lobos here.
Same. That's where
I don't know why. I never really usually pick against Marquette. I always pick them to go relatively far, but this year vibes are not on their side.
Yeah, I think I know why I like New Mexico, but I got to double check real quick.
Okay.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't know much about either of the teams, but this is Vibes. We are brought to you
okay,
by
yeah.
Vibes.
They have Patino's son at head coach. I thought so.
Okay, that's a good
Okay,
one.
yeah. So we're going with New Mexico. Michigan State versus number 15 Bryant.
I don't. I don't know. I mean, Michigan State's the easy pick, but I feel like they're.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would go Michigan State, but if you wanted to stand on the table for Bryant for some reason,
No, I have no
I was
reason.
gonna
They
stop
don't.
you.
Vibes aren't talking to me.
Nah. Okay. So how do you want to do this? You want to just keep going this way and then do over here, or do you
Do
want
we
to go
do
over
the
here?
whole first round first?
Okay, sure. Duke versus I don't know who these teams are because there's no logos.
Yeah, American and MS.
I got news for you, brother. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It's gonna be Duke.
Cougar Flag and Duke are gonna go in there. And...
That might not be Cooper Flag.
Is
He
he
might not be back yet.
Is
It
he
might just
that
be
hurt?
Con Knipple. I heard he might miss the first couple rounds.
Ooh, that's scary.
I don't know how true that is, but yeah. Next we have Mississippi State and Baylor. I like Baylor, but I wouldn't stop you from Mississippi.
I don't hate Mississippi State, but okay. I mean, again, let's go Baylor. Shout out to Bradley's wife; she went to Baylor. Shout out
nice. Number 5 Oregon Liberty versus number 12 Liberty. We got to roll with Liberty for James.
Liberty, James. This one's for you. We're going Liberty.
Liberty Bibbity. Number 4 Arizona and number 13 Akron.
I know you have Arizona winning.
I do. But I also love the Zips.
Yeah, Akron is the
Did you happen to watch Mostly Sports when they were like wondering what a kangaroo sounds like and they looked it up?
No.
It's insane. You would never guess what this is exactly what a kangaroo sounds like.
Why does that have anything to do with that?
Because the Zips.
Oh, are they kangaroos?
I believe so, yeah. Or some kind of kangaroo reference, yeah. That's exactly what they sound like. It's unreal. It sounds like that TikTok sound of the guy that was like sleeping and he was like, oh. That's what the kangaroos sound like. I like Arizona here, but if you want to go Akron, I love the Zips. Just in general, I love the Zips.
Is Caleb Love still on Arizona?
He is, and I'm buying when people are selling on Caleb Love. I think it's the Caleb Love Revenge Tour.
I like Caleb Love a lot. One, we have a great name.
I was bad and I'm not tour.
We have a good name sharing bond there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Arizona.
And that, to me, right there, that's some Caleb Love. That's Caleb's love and Caleb's.
Love. Yeah.
We have 6 BYU and 11 VCU. A couple of 3-letter acronyms here.
I like VCU.
Do you? I like BYU a lot.
I think I'm like caught up on that year a few years ago when VCU went on a run. Like by a few years ago, I mean like probably like 10 to 15.
Mm-hmm.
When VCU went on an absolute run. A couple years ago when
I was in high school, they were like.
But vibes of VCU, I don't know, for some reason are high for me.
I like it. I don't know. I have BYU going, I think, decently far in my bracket, but I don't mind diversifying my portfolio here. Wisconsin and Montana. Wisconsin's a 3, Montana's a 14.
Wisconsin.
It would be a very Wisconsin thing to do to mess this up, but Wisconsin will win that.
Yeah.
St. Mary's and 7 St. Mary's and 10 Vandy. Fun fact about Vanderbilt.
Good.
I was at the Goodwill bins the other day, and not the bins, but I was at Goodwill, and it was a size too small, but they had a brand new, still with the tags, Lululemon Vanderbilt shirt in men's.
Oh, you should have bought it.
I should have, yeah. I would have bought it because I've heard Lululemon is very expensive, so I think I was like $100 shirt.
Yeah.
So, shout out to
I really just want Vanderbilt to beat Alabama in the second round.
Ooh, that would be fun.
I think that would be so funny.
That would be very funny. Okay, let's go Vandy then.
Yeah.
And let's go Alabama versus 15 Robert Morris. Robert Morris doesn't have time for this. He has a hotel, an inn to run in Oxford. He doesn't have time to play basketball. Come on. So we're going with.
Did you just picked
Oh,
him
I
to
didn't
win?
mean to. Yeah, I didn't mean to click on him. So we're going with Bama. There's so many basketball games. It's crazy.
So many
I
basketball games.
love
It's
it.
gonna be
So
awesome.
excited. All right. Moving on to the West. Florida.
Florida is gonna win
Moving
this
on to the
game.
West. Number 1 Florida and 16 Norfolk State. This will
Florida is gonna win this
definitely
game. They are
be
not
Florida.
gonna win the tournament.
Because
Let's
would you
just
like
get
to
out
explain
there
to them why?
right now. I think I've talked about it on the show. But 5 years ago, I think maybe 4 years ago, when Florida lost to, I want to say, Oral Roberts in the second round, maybe, yeah, I believe it was the second round. I had a bet that I picked every game that day, and every team won except for Florida, and it was something dumb like $1 to win 10 grand,
It was a
and
lot.
Florida lost, and I have cursed Florida basketball and Florida football. Florida football just got bunched into it because I know Florida fans care more about football than they do basketball. So if there is a Florida donor out there that wants to take this 10-year curse off, there's 6 years left. I have cursed the Florida football team and the basketball team that they will not win a national championship for 10 years starting in 2021. But if someone wants to get me 10 grand, yeah,
Or your
I'll take
company
it.
sponsors the show.
Yeah,
Locked into a
yeah,
long-term contract sponsoring the show.
yeah. I would gratefully take that. But yeah, 10 grand is a lot of money to lose, and
Correct
I
me if
didn't
I'm
lose
wrong.
10 grand.
There's one other way for the curse to be broken.
If a Florida player on one of my favorite teams wins the championship MVP.
Yes. So all eyes on Dorian Finney-Smith.
Yeah, Dorian Finney-Smith. If Dorian Finney-Smith wins
Finals MVP.
the NBA Finals MVP this year, I
Curse is
will
lifted.
take the curse away. But Florida, I might put some money on Florida to win this year, honestly, just because, one, I'm a bad gambler, and two, if they do win, just get some money out of it.
Yeah, can't hurt.
But they're not going to win. They're not going to win.
No, they're not going to win. They're not going to win. Not going to win. We have UConn and Oklahoma. 8 UConn, 9 Oklahoma.
Do you like what's that number? 18?
University of Connecticut.
Okay, better go catch it.
I almost like Oklahoma here.
I feel like I'm just out on Oklahoma this year. No reason.
Okay, we'll go UConn because I was going to say I'm barely leaning UConn, but if you wanted Oklahoma, I wouldn't have fought you on it because I almost like Oklahoma.
Coaching matters in college basketball.
Yeah. Number 5 Memphis and number 12 Colorado State.
This one, shout out John. I doubt he's listening to the sports episode, but Colorado State.
Okay, yeah, they're getting hot right now.
Yeah,
I think I had them in my regular bracket too.
That's where John went to college, and he said he doesn't listen to the sports every week, but
nice.
Shout out John.
Number 4 Maryland and number 13 Grand Canyon.
I want Maryland to win this game so bad. Not a Maryland fan, but Grand Canyon scares me. I don't know why.
I'm a Kentucky fan, but I'm like a pseudo. Like I'm not a Maryland fan, but I want to see them do well.
Yeah.
It'll be lit.
Yeah.
The vibes are kind of telling me Grand Canyon, but Maryland is good. They have
Maryland's
the Crab
so
5.
good.
I think we advanced them based on Crab 5 alone. That's a great name.
Yeah, great name.
If they didn't make up that name, even with the exact same roster, everything the same, if they didn't have that name, we would have went Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Close the decision was. Number 6 Missouri versus number 11 Drake. Drake versus Misery.
Drake.
More like the whole last year. I have no idea, honestly. I almost want to take Drake just because it's funny, but I don't know.
Yeah. I think I picked Drake in both of my brackets.
Let's just roll with Drake.
I just don't believe in Missouri.
Yeah. And then the winner of this next game will play Drake, and it is Kendrick Lamar University versus Texas Tech, number 3 Texas Tech, versus 14 UNC
Wilmington.
Yeah, I was trying to guess how that ends. UNC Wilmington. This is Texas Tech, right?
It's Texas Tech. Yeah, this is based on vibes.
Yeah.
I feel like I keep saying based on vibes, but like it's all based on vibes.
Yeah. Number 7, Kansas versus number 10, Arkansas. Arkansas.
Arkansas versus Kansas is a hilarious matchup.
Confusion.
Kansas. I feel like coaching matters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Arkansas.
I was gonna say coaching matters. I'm gonna go Kansas. If that was a Kentucky logo, you wouldn't tell me, "Oh, Kentucky's gonna blow this game." If that was last year's Kentucky team,
yeah.
Something to think about.
Do you want to take Kansas?
No, it's okay. I took them in my other one. I think this is going to be a good game. I just am scarred from Coach Cal. I mean, Kentucky would always disappoint me. So,
but I feel like they don't necessarily. They're not like losing in the first round they're making it to the second round.
Sometimes,
but yeah.
St. John's, Omaha. This is going to be St. John's. I'll be very sad if it's Omaha, but I will be excited for Omaha.
Yeah. Omaha.
Yeah, Peyton Manning, his alma mater probably.
Yeah,
he went to Tennessee. Midwest. We have number 1 Houston versus number 16 Suey. No, SIUE, whatever that stands for.
Suey season.
Yeah, it's gonna be for them when Houston smokes them.
Yeah.
Next we have number 8. Do you say Gonzaga or Gonzaga?
Gonzaga.
I feel like you need to be like yanking somebody's hair unexpectedly when you say that. Gonzaga. Sparks Madness Gonzaga. So yeah, Gonzaga and number 9 Georgia. We go with the Zags here?
Yeah, I think the vibe's just yelling Zags.
Are we zagging when people are zigging?
Yeah.
We have number 5 Clemson versus number 12, the team manager at McNeese with the boombox.
I think McNeese. I don't know why I'm not believing in Clemson this year, but I'm not. Like I think it's McNeese.
I like it. I had Clemson in my original bracket, but I like the idea of McNeese.
I feel strongly about both these back-to-back games being upsets.
Upsets? You have High Point?
Yeah.
I took High Point too, but I mainly did it because their vibes just, I don't know. Matt King went there, and since we know Matt, I'm like,
Purdue doesn't even have
going to win.
Their best player from the last few years, and they've fallen off. And yeah,
I just feel like in my head when I go into That's So Raven mode, I can see Matt being excited that High Point advanced.
Yeah.
And if I'm seeing that, that means they must do it.
Yeah. That's so Ravens fan.
That's so Ravens fan. Yeah, see it a vision. Number 6, Illinois versus number 11, Texas or Xavier. Do you say Xavier or Xavier?
No, I say Xavier.
Okay. Shout out to Xavier Henry, Lakers legend. Could dunk like a monster. He was a Laker before most current Lakers fans were Laker fans. In the void year where we were just in purgatory, Kobe was injured.
Yep.
And LeBron hadn't got there yet.
Shout out to Xavier from Paradise.
Yeah, shout out to X. I'm going to Illinois here.
Oh yeah, I like Illinois.
Kentucky and Troy. I'm going Troy. I'm kidding. I think
Pope
Kentucky. Mark Pope
was balling.
The Pope is kind of having a comeback right now, so I feel like that's a sign.
Yeah.
Do you say Kentucky or Kentucky?
Kentucky.
Okay, me too.
Are you going to ask on all of these?
T as in Troy. Number 7 UCLA versus number 10 Utah State.
Wait, did you say UCLA or UCLA?
I usually say Euclid Doncic. That's what I say. It looks like a dyslexic person trying to type Luca. Me most of the time when I'm reading. Undiagnosed. Utah State versus UCLA. I'm going UCLA.
Yeah.
Do you usually say Utah or Utah?
Utah.
Okay.
I think I usually say like Utah, like with a W at the end, like football.
Like, dang, Utah.
Utah.
Dang, son, Utah. You should play basketball. Utah. They might win because they tall. Utah. Tennessee, number 2 Tennessee versus number 15 Wolford, who has a great logo.
Yeah, but
it's like
going to be
French
Tennessee.
bulldog.
Shout out Dalton Connect.
It is going to be Tennessee, though. Yeah, shout out Dalton Connect. Does DK Metcalf want to be Dalton Connect, by the way?
Because he's number 4.
He's number 4. He goes by DK. Dalton Connect. Some call him DK. And DK Metcalf wants to be as big as Dalton Connect so bad because he's 2 inches smaller and 5 pounds lighter.
That's insane.
That is crazy, isn't it?
That is an insane stat.
Me and Jimmy were looking into that the other night.
The fact that you just had that in your back pocket ready to roll.
I didn't even write that down. I just remembered it when I saw the Tennessee logo. That I remember me and Jimmy were looking it up the other night. Yeah. Okay, now we're in the second round. We're back to the South.
Yep.
I reckon we're back to the South with Auburn and Louisville.
Yeah.
This is going to be Auburn.
It's going to be Auburn. Easy.
Sorry, Louisville.
So do you have Yale? Do you have Yale beat Michigan too?
I have Yale. In my normal bracket. We don't have to. We can take Michigan.
But
in my regular bracket, I have Yale.
I don't hate it.
Let's go. Let's do it.
They're smart. They're smart kids there.
Let's say that again more confidently so that if they win, we can post that clip and not the part where we're like, well, I guess so. So, okay, hold on. Let me switch it to Michigan. Ready? Watch this. Look, I know we were going to go Michigan here, but I think you and I can both agree there's something about this Yale team.
There's something about the Yale team. They're playing well right now. And
yep. Coming in hot.
I don't think Michigan's playing that as well. It's as simple as that. Like,
yeah, I just don't trust them. You know,
Yale's
I just don't trust them.
Let's go with Yale.
Let's go Yale.
Yeah.
Let's go Yale. I feel good about it. I really do.
Yeah.
I really do. End clip. I really hope they win now. That'd be so funny.
Again, we still need UNC to win their game.
Yeah.
But I love them to make it to the Sweet 16 if they do.
And just annoy everyone because they shouldn't be there, but here they are in the Sweet 16.
Yep.
We're going to take them, and San Diego State's going to win, and we're going to have to root for them.
Dominate them.
As much as I like New Mexico, I think Michigan State's playing good basketball.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take them over there.
You said what Patino's son is at New Mexico?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's gonna take his lumps. He's not gonna be the GOAT right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, back over to the East. For round 2, we have Duke and Baylor. Duke, right?
Duke.
Yeah. I think I have them getting upset there in my normal bracket.
Yeah.
But that's more based on the idea that what if Flag's not back and they slip up, even though they've still been good without him. But number 12 Liberty versus number 4 Arizona.
Liberty, James. Thanks for listening to the show. One.
But plug your ears.
It's plug your ears. It's the Caleb Love revenge tour.
Yep, Caleb Love revenge tour. Let's go.
Yep.
Caleb Love, everyone thinks I suck. Nationwide tour of 2025.
Yep.
Okay, so we have number 11 VCU and number 3 Wisconsin.
Again,
is this where Wisconsin's?
I think so.
I'm down.
I think so because it wouldn't be Wisconsin if they didn't make it. If they made it to Alabama,
they didn't give you some hope. Yeah. And then Vandy beating Bama because it would be very funny. James turned it off by now. If he made it to that. This is
awful. This is awful. James, just text us how much you hate us after you listen to this. We understand. Oh man,
brutal stretch for James on that east side of the bracket.
I'm so sorry.
Imagine a world where Liberty and Bama end up going against each other on the east side.
That would be crazy.
That would be incredible. I think that's what I'm rooting for at this point.
Yeah.
A house divided, but it's just James' brain.
James is wearing a split jersey. Oh man!
All right, number 1 Florida and number 8 UConn. I think Florida smokes them.
Yep, they're not losing yet.
Yeah, they're not winning the whole thing.
Yeah,
but they're not losing yet. Colorado State and Maryland. Really want Maryland? Could see Colorado State.
I think it's gonna be a Maryland because next round is where I have Florida losing.
So we're advancing Maryland.
That's right. Unless you really want.
I like it. No, because I want them to advance. So if you have them, we'll roll with it. Number 11 Drake versus number 3 Texas Tech.
The vibes on Texas Tech in this round aren't high.
I was trying to think of a joke about some kind of technology from Texas catching Drake red-handed, but
yeah,
wasn't there. You just got to look sometimes, check in the bin, see if it's there. Yeah. What were you saying? You like?
I don't. It's not that I like Drake. I just don't like Texas Tech in this round.
Okay, let's do it. Pat Mahomes is going to be upset.
Oh, come on, man. We had a good run. Texas Tech we had a great team this year, but it just wasn't our year.
Number 10, Arkansas.
Why did I not know you had him at Mahomes?
I don't know if I knew I had Mahomes.
That was incredible.
Number 10. Maybe we'll have to have him on as a guest sometime.
Yeah.
Number 10, Arkansas versus number 2, St. John's. I like St. John's here.
I do too.
Very Italian matchup.
Yes, just two all-time coaches going against each other should be fun.
Yeah. Give me St. John's, though.
Yeah.
I want Iguodala. All right. Houston, number 1 Houston versus number 8 Gonzaga. I like Houston.
Yeah.
And then we have number 12 McNeese versus 13 High Point. What a matchup.
Yeah.
What a matchup.
I kind of like High Point again.
I was going to say McNeese. I think they're coached better.
Go with McNeese. Okay. And they have the manager.
The vibes guy. We're basing this on vibes, and they have the number 1 vibes guy.
They have the number 1 vibes guy.
Yeah. Illinois and Kentucky. This is where Coach Cal would screw it up. I'm hoping Pope doesn't.
Yeah.
But I feel like he might. So I don't know. I'll let you call it.
I kind of like Kentucky. I was going to say this is the year they get the monkey off their back.
Love that. Okay, so UCLA and Tennessee.
Is this where Tennessee's?
Ooh.
Or does Tennessee?
Maybe, but I want to see that Kentucky-Tennessee matchup.
Yeah, that would be insane. Yeah.
So let's do that because it would be fun.
Because one team will. This is right here is where one of these two teams gets the monkey off their back with being like college basketball teams that just
disappointing
fumble the bag.
Fans.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, back up to the south. Auburn and Yale. What a run for Yale, but I think it ends here.
Yeah,
I think it ends here.
Now I don't believe in Auburn to win the tournament, but I do think they make it to the Elite Eight.
Yeah, I mean I think they're capable. They're not my pick, but they're very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, back to the south. Auburn beats Yale. Boy, we're going to beat them so bad, we're going to make them Yale. Auburn gets the dub.
All right.
Here every week, I have a standing appointment. Check in on Thursdays. We have presumably UNC versus Michigan State.
This is going to be so bad.
I do think it ends here, though.
Yeah.
Maybe?
I don't know.
Think so. Right?
Yeah, Michigan State's good. It's
at that point the magic
January,
has to
February, Izzo.
January, February, Izzo. That's true. And then April, when it matters, it's not Izzo anymore.
Yep.
At this point, hear me out. If UNC does ride that they don't believe in us wave, by the time they get there, they're going to already feel like they proved you wrong.
Yep.
That's not to say they're going to give up.
They have a whole week to sit on. We proved them wrong.
Look what we did. Yeah.
Yep.
So I think it's Michigan State.
Yep.
Duke and Arizona. Caleb Love Revenge Tour, is it still going? Or does it stop here?
I think it. It's tough because what if Cooper Flag misses the first 2 games, comes back, and now their chemistry's off because he hasn't played? Or what if, I kind of still like the. I don't hate Duke winning the whole thing. I mean, I do hate Duke winning the whole thing, but I don't know. But he's Cooper Flag.
Yeah, I was trying to look for an update on Cooper Flag. I don't quickly have one available, so I don't know. I mean, I had Arizona winning the whole thing in my normal bracket, so I'm almost obligated to always pick Arizona. But with that being said, I won't stop you from taking Duke.
No, let's show Caleb some love.
Let's go. We're showing Caleb some love.
This is
VCU and Vandy. I think VCU.
Yeah, let's take VCU.
All right, back to the West. Florida and Maryland.
It's Maryland.
Is that where the curse comes into
It's
play?
where the curse. We were in Maryland when the curse was started, and Maryland's going to be the one to end their journey.
Top 5 moves on. Drake versus St. John's. This is going to be St. John's, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Pop right over here to the Midwest. Houston and McNeese. I think the McNeese run probably
It's
ends
over.
there.
Yeah.
Although if someone was going to blow it, it probably would be Houston. But I think Houston wins.
Yeah.
Kentucky and Tennessee. I think I obviously want Kentucky, but I think I like Tennessee.
Yeah. It's Tennessee.
Okay.
To the Elite Eight.
We're getting there. We'll shoot back up here. We have Auburn and Michigan State. I still like Auburn.
I was going to say I like Michigan State here.
All right. I'm not going to go against... If one of us wants Izzo, I'm going to go with Izzo.
Yeah.
Arizona and VCU, I think this is a lot easier to pick than Duke and Arizona. I think it's Arizona.
Yep.
Coming off the huge win. Maybe a letdown spot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maryland and St. John's. That would be a great game because to me, these teams feel like they have the same exact vibe.
Yeah.
Going for it.
I want Maryland. I want Maryland to win it all. But
that'd be awesome.
That St. John's team is playing so well right now. And
they are.
Patino's wearing.
But does St. John's have a Crown 5?
Yeah. Let's go Maryland. This one's for Tags.
Yeah, shout out Tags. He's going to like that pick.
Yeah.
Houston and Tennessee. I think I like Tennessee.
I think so too.
I think Houston is probably the better team, but they just let us down.
Yeah.
They let us down. And our final 4 is going to be Michigan State versus Maryland. Shout out to the Big Ten. And Arizona versus Tennessee. That's a 2 and a 4 and a 2 and a 4. Pretty symmetrical.
Wow.
That was kind of crazy. We didn't even try to do that.
Yeah.
All right, Michigan State, Maryland. I feel like if Maryland gets this far, their momentum carries them through.
Yeah. I don't hate it.
Okay.
Yeah. And
that sounded like you were thinking once you saw it that you want Michigan State.
I want to see what the matchup would look like with show me Tennessee up there. And then show me Tennessee and Michigan State. Michigan State and Arizona. I think it's Maryland, Tennessee.
Giving off the vibe. Screw it. It's Maryland, Tennessee. Let's go. And who's going to win it?
Unfortunately, I think Tennessee wins it.
I was going to say, I think Tennessee. I think it stops here, which would suck.
Yep. I mean, it would be awesome, but...
Well, I mean, I like Tennessee. Yeah, it wouldn't suck that bad, but I'd rather see
163 points.
Ooh, cooking.
Yeah.
I like it.
80-something.
Yeah, not bad. Sure, we'll enter both of these things. Why not? I wonder why I get so much junk mail. Submitted bracket. Oh, I can just log in with Yelling at Pigeons? All right, I'll do that in a second. Let me
All right, well, there it is.
and wrap this up.
Yelling at Pigeons national champions.
Congratulations to the Tennessee Volunteers.
Can I talk wrestling real quick?
You can, yeah.
Because NCAA tournament also starts on Thursday. I will be watching
that kind of wrestling. No.
Yeah.
It's been a great show. I'm just kidding.
If you're interested in watching college wrestling, it'll be on ESPN all week. I'll give you a couple guys per bracket to look out for. At 125, Luke Liddell is the number 1 seed, freshman out of Penn State.
Luke Love.
Matt Ramos is from Purdue, 26-1, just lost his first match in the Big Ten championship. But two guys that I'm going to have you look into. Luke's just going to play with his baseball while I talk about this. Richard Figueroa out of Arizona State, number 5 seed. Look for him to make some noise. And Dean Peterson out of Rutgers. I think he's going to mess that bracket up. He's a 12 seed. I think he's going to go on a little run. Not necessarily going to win it, but I think he will be an All-American. In the 133 weight class, Lucas Bird, the 1 seed, Drake Ayala from Iowa, the 2 seed. I like Julian Faber from UNI. He's an 18 seed. His second round matchup could be against the number 2 seed, but I think he could still be an All-American, which is top 6 placers. And Tyler Knox, number 13 out of Stanford, is good. Could make some trouble. 141, Brock Hardy. You may know him from the viral video last year of him getting spladled, which is where his legs were spread all the way apart and he was getting pinned.
Sus.
Get pinned, but very funny video. He's the number 1 seed. Very good. Bo Bartlett from Penn State is the 2 seed.
If your name's Bo, you're a stud wrestler. Just facts.
Yeah, he's number 2 seed. I think he's going to be pretty good. Sam Latona from Virginia Tech is a 12 seed. I love the 12 and 13 seeds this year. I think he's going to make some noise as well. And Tegan Jamison from Oklahoma State is a 7 seed. I think he's going to be pretty good. 149. I'm about halfway done this. Sorry, Luke. Caleb Henson from Virginia Tech, undefeated this year, is the number 1 seed. Ridge Lovett from Nebraska is the 2 seed. He is also very good. I like him to win this tournament. But I like I just had his name. Where's it at? Ethan Stiles from Oregon State. And Sammy Alvarez, 11 seed, is pretty good. 157, Tyler Kasich from Penn State, the 1 seed. Meyer Shapiro from Cornell is a 2 seed. He's going to lose. His name sucks. But Jude Swisher, 14 seed from Penn. I think he's going to be pretty good this year. And Caleb Fish from Oklahoma State, 12 seed. I love the 12 seeds. What can I say?
More Caleb Love.
Yep. 165 from Penn State, Mitchell Messenbrink, and is the number 1 seed. Peyton Hall from WVU is the 2 seed. And give me Cam Amin from Oklahoma State are you just showing off things?
Just showing
to make some noise.
I'm showing, you're telling. Show and tell.
And Hunter Garvin from Stanford, the 7 seed. I think he could place higher than his seeding. 174, Keegan O'Toole from Missouri, number 1 seed. Levi Haynes, the number 2 seed. Matthew Singleton from NC State. NC State usually has a pretty good team. Look for him. Lenny Pinto from Nebraska. Nebraska's pretty good. They have some good guys. 184, Carter Starachi. He's looking to be the first 5-time national champion. He got an extra year because of COVID.
He's smooth.
Parker Keckeisen from UNI, very good, 24-0. Both these guys are undefeated this year. Gabe Arnold from Iowa, an 11 seed. I think he's going to be pretty good in this tournament. Iowa guys usually wrestle hard in these tournaments. They're coached well, as much as I hate them.
Are you allowed to wrestle when you're hard?
Never tried. Never tried. And yeah, DJ Parker from Oklahoma. It's pretty good too. Isn't your cousin go to Oklahoma to wrestle?
He did, yeah. Shout out to Kyle.
197. This is the second to last one. Sorry, Luke. Jacob Cardenas from Michigan.
Oklahoma and Arizona State.
Is number 1 seed. Stephen Buchanan from Iowa. Pretty good. There's somebody on here I know for sure. AJ Ferrari, he's a 3 seed, but he is a national champion. Kind of a scumbag, but he's a really good wrestler. He is 3, but could make it to the final, and nobody would be surprised. And Evan Bates from Northwestern, solid guy. Michael Beard from Lehigh, good. Yeah, there's some guys to watch in this. This is a pretty good weight class. Yeah. In the heavyweight division, Gable Steveson, Bill's
That's
legend.
great. Insane.
Insane.
By the way,
He took like
I don't know if that should be allowed. He was
He
so
took
good
2
and then
years off
left.
of wrestling.
Tried WWE or one of those leagues, and then played for the Bills for a preseason, and then he just comes back.
Yeah. And he's the number
Dominating.
1 seed, 14-0, hasn't lost. Very good
Shocker.
wrestler. Wyatt Hendrickson, 22-0, is the 2 seed. Greg Kirklevitt is from Penn State. He's 18-1. His only loss was to Gable Steveson. And they put him on opposite side of the bracket. So if they wrestle again, it will be in the finals. But Nick Feldman from Ohio State, look for him to make some noise. And that is your NCAA Wrestling Championships preview, brought to you by Caleb Crane. Maybe I'll make a video on TikTok about actually talking about the stuff.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the Bo guy from Ohio State.
Yeah.
That's a crazy combo.
Bo Barlow?
I thought you said he was from Ohio State.
No, he's from Penn State.
Who was the Ohio State guy?
The last guy I just said was Nate Feldman.
You said someone in Ohio a while ago.
No.
In a different weight class.
No. If I said Bo, it was from Penn State.
Yeah, but you said someone from Ohio State, no?
Probably, but...
Okay, well, I thought it was the Bo guy. That's still a crazy combo. Being named Bo and wrestling for a Big Ten school, tough to beat.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
credit to that guy.
Yep.
Who's that guy on ESPN that is basically their Joe Biden, and he always puts on the mascot head?
Lee Corso?
I'm doing a Lee Corso real quick for a shout out.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I know what this is.
Shout out to the CSD Vikings boys basketball team. State champs, first time since 96. Feels like 96 in Cambridge. In Groove City, we're grooving. We got the dub. And that's the episode. Caleb, unless Caleb has anything else, I can't hear him. So
I do. Take your helmet off.
Also, my helmet got bigger since high school, and it really hurts. You want me to take it off?
Bigger. Yeah.
Nod your head if you want. Okay.
Luke said that his helmet got bigger since high school. He just
Pads, did you see that?
It just fell apart.
Hold on, it's crazy. Oh
Your
man,
pads
that
just,
shows
the
how
pads
long,
just fell apart.
bro. That shows how long it's been since I've been in high school. The
Also,
pads.
you said that your helmet got bigger since high school.
Oh, my head. Look at that.
That's crazy.
The pads just crumbled. I'm so old, bro. My high school helmet is It's turning back into the elements of the earth.
Yeah.
That's how old I
am. I saw someone post on Facebook, and I'm happy for the kids that won the state
helmet
championship.
remains everywhere.
I am very happy for those kids. I think it's very cool. It's the school we went to, but I saw someone posting about how much pride we need to take in the school that we went to because they won the championship, and once a Viking, always a Viking, and we got to be so proud of our alma mater high school. I just think it's like
I mean, I'm proud of them. That's cool.
I'm proud of them. Like I'm like, but I'm not taking like self pride in being a Viking. I'm like I'm happy for these kids, but like I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do it. Yeah, but I'm proud of them.
That's what that guy was saying. He was like, we need to be proud of our like. You need to be proud of the school. You like he was like talking about like.
In other words, he didn't go to college and it's March Madness, and he wishes he had a team.
Probably. But it was just so funny that he was just like,
that would also fit me.
Like we're so I like I don't know. He like I'm not taking pride in like I'm happy for them winning. I'm proud of them, but like it does nothing else for me. Like it's cool, and I wanted them to win, but like
yes, Caleb's a hater. Too cool to enjoy things.
No, I just said that I'm proud of them and I'm happy for them, but like
I
don't like I didn't do anything.
Yeah,
I'm not like proud that I went to CSD because they won that game.
Yeah. I could sort of see. I think he's being a little dramatic, but I kind of see where it's coming from because it's like cool to be like. I feel like everyone kind of overlooks CSD and just the Eastern Shore in general when it comes to athletics, and for the bigger sports like basketball
they've won other things. They've won a couple track state championships and nobody cares.
Respectfully, nobody cares about track. You know what I mean?
Clint, you hear that, Clint?
Like,
hear that, Clint? You hear that, Clint? Clint, get him. Clint, get him. Clint, get him.
Okay.
Show up,
but you get what I'm saying. What I mean is no one's tuning in to track on TV and stuff. Like, people love basketball. They love football. And it's definitely this Cambridge, I would say, is a football town and maybe a little bit of basketball. Like, there's some really good basketball athletes in Cambridge, always. You go to a pickup game in Cambridge, like, those kids can play, always.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's cool. It's cool to see them actually be like, you have to look at us because we just won states. So I kind of see where it's coming from, but I'll see where you're coming from in that it's like, relax, you didn't do anything.
Yeah.
It's not that serious, you know?
Yeah.
But shout out to CSD. 36-33 final score was slugfest.
Insane.
In overtime.
Yeah.
In overtime. They hit a shot.
Hard-nosed smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, old school smash mouth basketball. I believe it was Sterling Perkins. I should have pulled this up so I could give my proper shout outs. That hit the go-ahead shot with 0.4 seconds to go. It was the and one. Yeah, other team had a kid that you're lucky I don't remember your name. And also you're a child, so I wouldn't call you out like that. Anonymously.
Could be 18. Could be 18.
That's true. If he's 18, I'll look up his name and I'll roast him. I'm just kidding. But they had a guy that went 1 for 17 with 9 turnovers.
That's crazy.
Brutal.
Yeah.
So, shout out to CSD. State champs.
Yeah,
love to see it. Love to see it.
But I've like never been proud to be like I'm never like, oh, I went to CSD. I'm so happy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was an all right school.
Caleb just killing the vibe every time we wrap it back up.
I just think we can both agree that CSD is a trash school.
Yeah, but that's why it's cool to be like, we have no resources and we still won states.
Yeah, no, that's very cool. But like
we're this tiny little rundown spaceship that they converted into a school.
Yeah, that school sucks.
A crashed spaceship that just landed on the Eastern Shore. Like, we should make a school out of that and have most of the classes not have windows. And everyone feels like they're in prison.
It's an awful place.
Despite
that's why I'm happy for them.
Still won the title.
Yeah, good for them.
Against all odds.
I hate that school.
Debatable.
School sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't enjoy my time there, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
in the grand scheme of things, I don't think I would have enjoyed my time at any school, though.
Yeah,
like I enjoy being around certain people, but in general, I think I just wouldn't have liked being in school. Basically, going to do office work for like 8 hours a day for free.
Yeah, we were micro data refining for.
Yeah, and they didn't even let us get severed.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, Caleb's going to be teaching macro data refining 101 at CSD next year. So
yeah, we'll never know. We'll talk to you next week.
Yeah.
Happy March.
Yeah, talk to you guys next week, and happy March. And next week, I know you guys are all excited. UFL preview.
And another. We didn't even do a what's it called this week?
You want to do a grid real quick?
Nah,
we're only at like an hour.
I think we're all right. It's basketball. It's basketball episode.
Basketball grid, high school basketball grid, Maryland. All right. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Peace.
Yap, yap, yelling at pigeons. Yap, yap,